Stepping onto a moss-covered patio can be dangerous. The green slime is slippery and can even ruin your hardscape over time. But before you grab bleach or a pressure washer, there's a crucial secret that most DIY videos miss. In this video, you'll discover expert-backed methods and the latest techniques to completely restore your patio, kill the moss, and keep it moss-free year after year. Don't skip this. The wrong move could make the problem worse. In the next few minutes, you'll learn a proven, step-by-step patio cleaning system based on expert methods and real-world results, not just someone's personal hack. We'll cover everything from safe natural cleaners to powerful pressure washing, done right, plus advanced tips few people talk about. You'll see why moss grows in the first place and how to prevent it coming back. By the end, you'll have a pristine patio and the know-how to maintain it. No fluff, just real solutions you can trust. Clearing and prepping the patio. First, clear the area. Remove furniture, planters, and loose debris so you're working on a blank canvas. Next, scrape or sweep out as much moss and weeds as possible. Use a stiff putty knife or a manual scrubbing brush to lift moss from between the pavers. Removing this bulk material by hand pays off. It prevents the moss from just spreading elsewhere. As one lawn care expert notes, moss typically grows in crevices where moisture accumulates, such as between bricks and joints. If you're dealing with really dry, flaky moss, a leaf blower can even push it into one pile. Don't wet the patio yet. Remove the dry stuff first. Once loose moss is cleared, check the pavers. If any are sunken, raised, or out of place, often pushed by roots, lift them carefully. Remove any roots or debris under those stones. Re-level the base with crushed stone or sand and tamp it down. For edges that keep settling, consider installing plastic edging and pins for support. Now your patio is flat and moss-free. We're ready to clean the surface itself. With the moss scraped away and pavers set in place, it's time to deep clean every square inch of your patio. Cleaning, methods and tools. Now we'll attack the stubborn stains and remaining algae. You have multiple tools: manual scrubbing, pressure washing, and specialty cleaners. Each has a role. For most patios, pressure washing is a powerful option, but it must be done right. When using a pressure washer, choose a fan or dirt-cutting nozzle, not a pinpoint spray. Hold it about 6 to 12 inches from the surface at a slight angle. Move slowly in a sweeping pattern, keeping the beam moving so you don't etch the stone. If the nozzle is too close, it can pit the surface or blow joint sand out. A rotating dirt cutter or turbo nozzle is great for concrete. It blasts moss out of pores and grooves. Remember, water is a weapon and a waste. Too much runoff and you simply spread moss elsewhere, as one expert warns. For delicate spots or small patches, manual cleaning can be safer. Mix a mild detergent, biodegradable dish soap, or oxygenated bleach with water. For example, 2 cups of oxygen bleach, sodium percarbonate, per gallon of water can break down green algae without toxic fumes. Apply with a pump sprayer or mop, let it sit, approximately 10 to 15 minutes, then scrub with a stiff deck brush. Avoid any metal bristles, they can scratch stone. After scrubbing, rinse thoroughly with the hose or power washer set to rinse. If you prefer a natural solution, consider white vinegar, acetic acid. A 1-to-1 mixture of vinegar and water sprayed on moss will slowly kill it. Let it sit 15 to 30 minutes, scrub, then rinse. Pro tip: protect nearby plants by covering them. Vinegar can harm foliage. For heavy-duty moss, there are specialty products. Industrial cleaners like 30-second outdoor cleaner, a bleach-based formula, or commercial moss killers, ammoniated soaps, or zinc sulfate granules, can quickly blacken and kill moss. Always wear gloves and eye protection, and follow label instructions. Apply on a dry day, let it work, often 15 to 30 minutes, then rinse well. Such treatments kill moss by desiccation. The moss turns black and dies. Stop. Don't just blast and blast. Think, soak, and scrub. Above all, do not mix bleach with ammonia or other cleaners. Also, avoid chlorine bleach on sensitive surfaces. It can discolor stone and grout. If you must use it on plain concrete, wear protective gear and rinse plants immediately. After cleaning, check the results. Any green or black tinge left after pressure washing can be treated again with a moss-specific spray, then scrubbed out. With the patio clean, we're not done. Learn what pitfalls to avoid next. Avoiding common pitfalls. Many people accidentally undo their work by these mistakes. First, don't skip the prep. If you just pressure wash without scraping, all that moss will clog your equipment or end up in your yard. Second, watch your distance and pressure. Too close or too powerful a stream. Another big mistake is using the wrong brush. As Garden Pro Mary Stone says, never use a metal brush, as it will scratch natural stone. Instead, use plastic deck brushes or nylon bristles. Avoid harsh pads on porcelain or polished stone. They quickly dull the finish. Also, be cautious around concrete. Acid cleaners, like harsh rust removers, can eat into cement, and pressure washers can liberally etch. If you have a sealant on your pavers, test any cleaner on a small patch first. Some chemicals will remove sealant or stain the stone. Wait, here's a trick. Stuff newspaper in wet shoes while you work to avoid slipping. Seriously. Finally, don't rush sand filling. Let the patio dry fully, hours to days, depending on weather. And if leaves or debris keep falling into joints, use a tarp or sheet to cover the area while it cures. Skipping that means constantly re-sweeping before the sand sets. Now that you know how to not break your patio, let's tackle different surface types. Surface-specific advice. Different patio materials need tailored care. Concrete pavers and standard brick are durable. They can handle pressure washing and even a little chlorine bleach, but still rinse thoroughly. For concrete, you can safely use a bleach water mix, about 1 cup bleach per gallon water with some soap, to kill algae. Concrete joints tolerate polymeric sand sealing. More on that later. Natural stone, flagstone, slate, travertine, etc., is softer. Harsh pressure or acidic cleaners can pit it. Follow garden expert Mary Stone's advice. Use oxygenated bleach or soap and water instead of chlorine, and never wire bristle the stone. Always scrub gently with a plastic brush. Avoid power washing until it's white. Instead, do multiple light passes, or just chemical soak and scrub. After cleaning stone, consider applying a stone-safe sealer to repel moisture and stains. Porcelain tiles. Use pH neutral or specialized porcelain cleaners. Avoid bleach, it can eat grout color, and avoid wire brushes. Parkside's guide stresses letting a tile cleaner soak before pressure washing. This way you can use lower pressure. Keep the nozzle approximately 30 centimeters away and use a wide spray. On porcelain, remove algae and moss with a contact biocide. It will visibly bleach the green away, and then brush and rinse. Finally, inspect grout. If it's eroded from washing, reapply grout sealer once dry. Brick or cobblestone. These behave like a mix of concrete and stone. They are sturdy, but their joints trap debris. The same rules apply. Pressure wash carefully and seal the joints. Some masonries recommend brushing with a diluted oxygen bleach, sodium percarbonate, to lift moss without dark stains. Did you know? Moss has no roots. It'll lift right out with little effort. So, tailor your method to the surface and you'll sweep it away easily. In summary, be gentle on soft materials and bold on hard ones. Match your nozzle pressure accordingly. We've covered the basics. Now, let's see some pro tips and hidden tricks that will make this job faster and last longer. Pro tips for deep cleaning. To really level up your cleaning, start by applying a simple surfactant, dish soap, before power washing. This breaks surface tension and helps lift the biofilm. Or try a soft wash. Spray the patio with a diluted moss remover and cover it with plastic. If it's sunny, letting it dwell longer. This approach can mean using only a low-pressure rinse later. For spots you missed, try a cordless weed remover brush tool, a specialized Karcher brush, or even a wire wheel on an angle grinder, used gently. These let you stand upright and quickly whisk away dry moss. They're especially good on steps or tight corners. A neat household hack: cola. The phosphoric acid in cola can be sprayed on small moss patches, left overnight and rinsed away. It's non-toxic and cheap, but only on small areas. Avoid marble or sealed surfaces. Another pro trick is boiling soda water. Dissolve baking soda in boiling water. Pour it on the moss. Let sit a few hours, then scrub. This is like Mary Stone's baking soda method on steroids. When it's time to resand the joints, use polymeric joint sand. It hardens when moistened, locking the stones firmly and preventing future weeds. Unlike play sand, polymeric sand bonds to lock the paving stones in place and won't wash away. Spread it on dry pavers, sweep into cracks, then mist with water as per instructions. This creates a rock-solid joint that fights plants. After resanding, compact the surface by tamping or running a plate compactor over it if possible. Then sweep again and lightly water the joints for a final cure. Now your patio is reconstructed and clean. Here's a pro move. Trim or prune any overhanging trees now. More sun on the patio means less moss growth later. Also, start a maintenance habit. A quick rinse and scrub once a month, especially in fall, prevents buildup. Parkside's guide says, a quick brush and rinse every few weeks takes minutes and prevents embedded growth. Do this, and annual deep clean becomes much easier. Finally, let's seal the deal with some long-term prevention strategies. Preventing moss and algae regrowth. The most valuable part, keeping your patio moss-free for years. The key is to change the conditions moss loves. Ensure your patio drains well. Standing water is a magnet for moss. If possible, adjust sprinklers or grade so water doesn't pool on slabs. Thin back trees or shrubs that shade the patio. Remember, moss is shade-loving. Sunlight and airflow dry out its spores. In the fall, consider an annual moss control spray or treatment on your patio. Products containing ammoniated soap or zinc sulfate, like Lily Miller or others, work well. Apply them when moss is just starting, damp spring or fall. They'll kill any lingering algae and prevent new growth. Always sweep off dead moss afterward. Also, avoid feeding moss inadvertently. Sweep up leaves and pine needles promptly, and don't let soil accumulate between pavers. If your patio adjoins turf, keep grass trimmed low and don't spray lawn chemicals near the patio. These often wash out and actually feed moss on hard surfaces. Finally, inspect and reseal your patio every few years. Reapplying a water-repellent sealer, once cleaned, can slow algae growth. Think of it as sunscreen for your patio. The real trick to a moss-free patio isn't a magic product, it's ongoing care. Sunlight, dryness, and a quick scrub on schedule. Advanced techniques. For the ultra-dedicated homeowner or pro, here are some insider secrets. One is soft washing. using a low-pressure pump and long-lasting algaecide. This method is gentle on delicate stone while delivering chemicals deep between pores. Another advanced tool is a rotary joint buster, an electric or cordless drill with a joint scrubbing attachment to spin out moss from cracks. It's faster than hand scraping. Some experts even use iron chelate, ironite, on hard surfaces to dry moss out. It turns moss almost black. But caution, it will stain, so rinse quickly and only use on plain concrete or stone. Similarly, certain permanganate mixes can scour moss, but they're hazardous and temperamental. Only trained users should try those. If the patio is very large, a professional-grade pressure washer attachment, like a water-fed surface cleaner, can expedite the job with uniform results. These are rotating brush heads or spinning wands that clean an area evenly. And don't overlook technology. Smartphone apps or garden sensors can remind you when it's time to clean, for example after a wet season. Some advanced gardeners even use a diluted glyphosate wick applicator on cracks. But remember, moss is non-vascular, so glyphosate alone won't kill it. You'd need a contact herbicide. Above all, always follow the updated practices we've covered. The payoff is a patio that stays clean with minimal effort. Now you have the complete blueprint, a clear sequence of cleanup, cleaning, and prevention, all backed by science and experts. To recap, we started by scraping and prepping the patio, then fixed any problems, roots, sinking stones, followed by thorough cleaning, manual scrubs, pressure washing, and safe chemicals, and finally sealing the joints with polymeric sand. We also covered common mistakes to avoid, specialized tips for different surfaces, and pro-maintenance hacks. By applying these methods, your patio transforms from slippery green to sparkling clean, and stays that way. Go ahead and press pause to review any of the steps above, then tackle your patio one section at a time. After finishing, admire the result, a safe, beautiful outdoor space ready for years of enjoyment. Remember, the key is not just cleaning once, but keeping up with small chores and letting sunlight and good drainage do the rest. If this guide helped you, give a like and share so others can benefit too. Happy cleaning! Your dream patio is within reach.